This is what my base looked like on my first day of Star Trek Fleet Command. However, in today's video, I'm going to be playing for a week to see just how far I can get and in the process reach my goal of building the Tala. However, to unlock that, I need to reach operations level 14, so I started my week with upgrading a few of my buildings in my base and claiming some free rewards. There was a new player recruit mission tab where I could complete goals to unlock the original series Spock, an epic officer. So I made sure to complete as many of those missions as I could throughout the week. Then I opened the gift tab and was greeted with a bunch of free gifts. I mean, I don't know what they were for, but I mean, hey, I'll take it. One of the gifts gave me enough shards to unlock B'Elanna Torres. And then I got Patrick? Is that Yellow Patrick? Okay. Now, I had heard that Chen was one of the best early game officers to unlock, so I opened a few recruit chests trying to get her, and now I had 6 Chen shards. The free rewards I claimed earlier also gave me a bunch of syndicate points, which would grant me plenty of passive buffs, as well as allow me to unlock Grush, which is another epic officer. Grush was now my strongest officer in terms of stats, and putting him in my Rialto would greatly increase its strength. Now, since I was still so over-leveled from my spending spree in the last video, I figured that having 2 ships with solid stats instead of 1 really strong ship would make my questing that much more efficient. But now it was time for me to continue my main story quests, and my first objective was to travel to Madagascar? Madagascar? Whatever it's called. I had quests to complete in the system, and as I was doing so, I noticed another player ship my level that I could take down. Now, in my last video, the game didn't let me attack a player in my system because I was too powerful for him, or he was too powerful for me. Whatever, but here we were evenly leveled and my Corvette was way stronger than his. Take that, Jostafar. Dude, I have never felt this powerful before in my life. I'm gonna destroy his other ship too, just because I can. Yeah, everything must be destroyed. I should probably just move here too. This place does seem pretty cool. You know what, I'm gonna do it because why not? I am now a proud resident of Madagascar. Or whatever you call it. Now again, my ships were very overleveled because of my spending spree in the last video, and I was absolutely flying through my missions with 2 ships at once with no issues at all. In fact, I was so overleveled, this quest was telling me to upgrade my operations to level 4, and I might have already been at level 10. So I mowed through the enemies, and then I explored the galaxy, as well as ended a 5,000-year war all on my own. Okay, so maybe not the last one, but I was completing my quest, and I earned 2 more Chen shards, which meant I only needed 2 more to unlock her. Now, as I explored different systems completing my missions, I found this planet, which had a mission for me, which would reward me with another Chen shard. First up, I had to explore this anomaly in the door hinge system, and then I had to travel all the way to Vinland to find out what was causing this anomaly. Now, as I was there, I found another quest with a Chen reward as well, so I made sure to take that one too. Now, as it turns out, this Corvellian ship was causing that anomaly from earlier, so I went to take it out, and I didn't even bother watching it get taken down because I knew that he would be no challenge for my floating ball of money. I mean death. Floating ball of death. Now, after turning in that quest, I now had 9 out of 10 Chen shard. I had 1 more mining mission to complete in order to actually unlock Chen, so I sent out my newly built ECS Fortune to mine some candy for me. And with that, Chen would be mine in no time. Well, I mean, 11 minutes to be exact. Now, as I waited for my ship to mine 1,000 candy, I decided to open up more recruit chests with the recruit tokens that I had received from completing quests. So I've got 345 recruit tokens that I can open up some. So let's just get like 5 here real quick. Hey, there we go. It looks like we've got Chen unlocked now, so I don't have to wait another 10 minutes. Now, I was excited to unlock Chen so I could add her to my crew, but as I was moving my officers around, I realized that unlocking Chen wasn't really all that useful to me. Wait a second. So Picard's Apex barrier reduces my damage by 55% and Chen by only 10%? Looks like money beats Chen. Although she'd actually probably be really good if I didn't have Picard, but now my Orion is 2,500 strength, so that's pretty cool. And after completing a bunch of quests, I was once again tasked to relocate my base. So goodbye to Madagascar and hello to my new home, Lonum. This planet speaks to me. It's lonely, just like I am in this vast galaxy. Wistfully looking into the distance. Cool music. However, you don't need to be, as you can come join my alliance as I become the most powerful commander in the galaxy. Now, if you're a new player under level 12, you can transfer over to 710 and join my alliance, LexForce. Now, there's probably not many people in my alliance right now, and for good reason. I'm pretty weak, so in order to fix that, I need to complete more quests. So I did just that, destroying plenty more hostiles and bosses. My mainline quest was now at 9, and I was catching up to where I actually should be in the story. However, while I've been doing my quests, I've also been upgrading my base, and I was now finally ready to progress to operations level 11. And then I upgraded my academy, my R&D department, and my shipyard so I could build stronger ships. And a stronger ship is exactly what I was going for as I researched the Fendra. Now, this would be my first Grade 2 ship, and using a bunch of speed ups, I built it in no time. Bro, I ain't got time to wait for this to be done building. I need this now. You know what? There we go. First tier 2 ship. I'll say this one looks a lot cooler than the Onion Corvette. Now, I still had a ways to go before I could reach level 14 and unlock the Tala. However, my newly built Fendra would do good enough for me for now, and so I swapped out my Rialta with it and upgraded it a bit. Now, I also completed plenty of quests for the new player recruit event, so I collected all of my rewards there, which was inching me ever so closer towards unlocking Epic Spock. Now that I was level 11, I unlocked the refinery. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna upgrade it. It's giving me crystal. Not that I know what that does, but it looks useful. I kept upgrading buildings using all of the speed ups I could when I noticed that I could upgrade my operations again. I mean, why not? I started my operations upgrade as I continued doing my quest, and now that I was caught up on the main storyline for my level, I had to defeat this Nausicaan raider to keep advancing. However, when I went to fight it with my Corvette, bro, are you kidding me? All right, you know what? Nobody destroys me and gets away with it. Get him, Fendra. And after hours of questing, I had finally tasted defeat for the first time. However, the sour taste in my mouth would not last long as I brought my newly built Fendra and absolutely destroyed the boss ship. But I kind of forgot to record it because I ran out of storage. But believe me when I say it wasn't pretty for the Nausicaan raider. I had now entered the Orion system, and in order to progress through the main story quest, I needed to collect 6 Orion manifests completing specific missions. Let's get to work. Now, collecting my first manifest was easy. I just had to travel a few different places in the galaxy to drop off some packages. Basically, I was working as a galactic delivery driver. So, now my second mission was a close call as I took down this Federation vessel with only 300 hit points left on my Fendra. I wonder if being a galactic delivery driver comes with car insurance. Deep thoughts. Now, as I sent my Fendra back home for a quick fixer-upper, I zoomed out to the galaxy to do some exploring, and I was shocked. Holy crap. How far does this galaxy go? Level 60 systems? There's so many. Dude, I've got a long way to go. Now, after fixing my Fendra, I re-continued my mission to collect my Orion manifest, taking down 6 hostiles in the Nausicaa system. Taking down the 6 hostiles in the Nausicaa system would reward me with my 3rd manifest, and I didn't have to go very far to earn my 4th one, as this scout vessel which I had to defeat was in the same system conveniently. And just like that, we collected our 4th Orion manifesto. I took down Drac, my final boss, before being rewarded with my 5th Orion manifest. Now, my final Orion mission, called Bombardment, involved me going to the planet Yadosa and, well, yeah, bombarding it. Yeah. Listen, no one ever said you could rule the galaxy without just a little terrorism. So after casually blowing up an entire planet, I returned to Orion to hand in my manifest, and I was now tasked to defeat the leader of the Orion enemies, Thaddeus. Only 2,900 strength? I mean, listen, Thaddeus, you got no chance here. Oh yeah, look at him destroy... Bro, it wasn't even close. And with that, I had completed all of my Orion quests. Now, I could continue to level 13 quests. But before that, I remembered the battle simulator stages which I was doing yesterday. Now, if I completed all of the stages, it would reward me with Captain Kirk, which is an epic officer, so I did just that. All right, this is too easy. Like, critical hits on everything. Dude, just blow it all up. Dude, even the final level looks easy. Oh, there we go. Perfect 3 stars on the final level. I'm just built different. And with that, I had now unlocked Kirk. Morale? What the heck is morale? I'm just gonna put Kirk in as the captain because I have no idea what I'm doing. Yep, looks good to me. Now, I had no idea what I was doing here with my crew, but I just released a video on everything that you need to know about ships and officers in Star Trek Fleet Command, so you can know what the best officers for your ships are. And I kind of wish I had watched that video before I started my own journey, but it didn't exist, so. Now, after completing the Orion quest, I was finally caught up on my mainline quest, so it was time to upgrade my operations once again. However, there was now a new roadblock, and it was called Rigel. Now, just like the Orion missions, I needed to collect 5 data pads to complete the Rigel questline, but before doing that, I had a one-off mission to defeat this boss. So it's got more strength than me, and my interceptor is weak to explorers, but with Captain Kirk, I should be able to take it down, right? Oh. I lost that battle pretty brutally, and I felt like my crew didn't make much sense, so I went back to the drawing board and put Picard back as my captain, alongside next-gen officers to synergize with it. Wait, so Picard's gonna give me a 55% damage-reducing shield? Dude, that is gonna be way better than what I had before. I mean, plus, I paid for him, so it's gotta be good, right? I mean, make it so. Confident in my new crew, I started accepting all of the missions that I could find around Rigel, which would reward me with data pads so I could continue through the main quest line. I was even taking missions that were above my recommended level, as I couldn't find enough that were actually in my level. I acquired my first data pad by easily taking down 10 enemies in the Rigel system. However, for my second mission, I had to choose between destroying this Rigelian ship or returning with help. And obviously, I chose the option that said destroy, which actually ended up helping them? I don't know. Listen, I see destroy and I click it. I don't ask questions. Now, my third and fourth data pads were easily acquired by going to Nausicaa and defeating a few enemies and then returning to Rigel. And for my final data pad, I once again served as a galactic delivery driver and transported a special package to a faraway galaxy, Deneva. Oh my gosh, there are so many player bases here. It's like a party. I have never seen so many players in one spot. I feel like I've just discovered civilization. And after finally dropping off someone's Uber Eats order, I collected my 5th and final data pad and completed the Rigel questline. So I've been playing for like 3 hours now, and I have made a lot of progress, but I think that's gonna be it for today. However, next up is to build the Tala. So I might have done a little off-screen grinding. And by that, what I mean is I forgot to record myself going up to level 14. But what matters is I made it to level 14 and I'm all caught up on the main quest line. This means that it's actually finally time for me to build the Tala. Now, if you guys remember my first day in Fleet Command, you'll know that I upgraded like a bajillion things before I actually upgraded my shipyard. So not only do I have to upgrade everything else in my base first, but I'm also way behind in my research tree. Now, I didn't have time to wait for all these upgrades to finish, so I sped up everything that I could research to get the Tala unlocked. And I didn't even notice, but earlier, I skipped over unlocking an entire ship. Wait a second, the Turris? I mean, it looks like I'm never gonna use this ship, but I guess we gotta research it anyway. It'll probably be okay. Now, using a bunch of speed ups, I had progressed far enough to research my unlock for the Tala. However, I needed to get my R&D department to level 14 first. But before I could level up my R&D department, I needed to level up my Tritanium warehouse to level 14. Which meant I had to upgrade a bunch of other generators and storage systems as well, which were pre-requirements for the warehouse. So basically, I had to upgrade my entire base just to unlock the Tala. Nothing new here. I've been spamming this upgrade button for like the past 5 minutes. I think I need a break. So I took a little break to do some missions. Now, my next destination was Deneva, and just like Rigel and Orion, I needed to acquire 4 energy manifolds to complete this questline. I've got -1 energy manifolds. That can't be good. Now, I noticed that there were a crap ton of bases in the system, so I figured it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to relocate my base here as well. Goodbye, baby system. I am now actually a member of society. Now, at level 14, I took my first faction quest. Although I don't really know the importance of factions yet, but I went ahead and chose to side with the Klingons for my first mission, because they got cool head stuff. I mean, why not? Now, in order to complete this faction mission, I once again needed to put on my UPS delivery driver suit and head over to the Opla system. Unfortunately, my warp range wasn't high enough to get me there. I really want to complete this quest, but I can't, so I guess that means there's only one thing to do. Build the Tala. Not only would the Tala be much stronger than my current ship, but it would also have a higher warp range, allowing me to reach further galaxies to complete my mission. So I used all of my speed ups to level up the rest of the buildings necessary for me to finally be able to build the Tala. Finally, I can research the Tala unlock. Let's go ahead and just speed that up real quick. Shipyard leveled up, so now I can finally... Wait... Why did I even start building the Turris? I'm never even going to use it. Bruh. I mean, I guess there's a cool unlock screen, but really, who cares? I've got the Tala to build. There we go. Look at that beautiful ship. How much strength am I going to be able to get with the Tala? Now, I had enough battleship parts to upgrade my Tala to tier 2, but that's where those parts ran out. My ship was now just under 6,000 strength. Here we go. The first battle with the Tala. Dude, look at it go. It's majestic. It's awesome. Level 15 ship down with barely any damage taken. That's pretty dope. Now, I didn't have my newly built Tala on my OP Picard crew, so when I swapped out my Finger with it, its strength shot up to over 7,000. And after taking down a few hostile ships, I farmed enough XP to unlock my first below deck officer slot. Ooh, okay, wait a second. So now we're at 8,500 strength, but if I put Grush in the slot instead of Kirk, 9,000! I wonder if I can get to 10,000 strength. Now, with my newly built Tala upgraded, I now had enough warp range to explore the Opala system and complete my first faction quest. Boom! And there we go, 250 Klingon points. Not that I have any clue what I use those for, but I mean, I got them, so go Klingons. So that was my first week in Star Trek Fleet Command. I completed my goal of reaching level 14 and unlocking the Tala, as well as completing all of my main storyline quests in the process. And if you're wondering, no, I did not reach 10,000 strength with my Tala. So I was so close. But I'm sure that I'm going to get there next week. In fact, next week is where I really start getting into the meat of things with this game. So stay tuned for the next episode. Peace out.